Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about study permits in general, like your visa process. So what this video is going to be about basically is tips to ace your statement of purpose. You know, the statement of purpose is a very big component in this visa process, and it's what can make or break your visa, because you know, with the Canadian study permits process, there's no visa, there's no interview. So a study permit is something that is a very vital component of your visa application. Now I'm going to break this thing into 5 parts, because most of the time people write their study statement of purpose in like a whole big chunk of words or text with paragraphs, but they don't like title each paragraph. But I prefer to always put the paragraphs into like subheadings and actually make it something that's okay. So when you go to this section, you know you're going to read about this. When you go to this section, you're going to, instead of feeding through the whole thing to find out, oh, where's the finances, why the person studying in Canada, why the person is choosing this program. So I would like to tell you that I prefer to write a study purpose in paragraphs where each paragraph is has a subheading, which will be like capitalized and boldened, so it's something that can catch the eye. So if the visa officer is like feeding through your study permit, your statement of purpose, sorry, I interchange these things so much. If the visa officer is feeding through your statement of purpose, the visa officer can actually, if he's looking for the funds area, can actually go straight to proof of funds, tithes, and so forth. So the first section I'm going to talk about is the introduction. Most of the time this cannot be labeled, or you can label it however you choose to do it. So this part is about you. It's going to tell you about your professional background, your academic background, who you are, what school has given you admission, how long the program going to be like, what program is it, what's influenced you. Just like a brief summary of what influenced you to study the program, or what is the gap you have in your career that you think the study abroad or the certification you're going to get abroad is going to fill or make it better. So that's what the introduction is actually about. It's like your resume, and that's like your professional summary. So it's like, sell yourself, you have one shot. Now, the next part I think that is crucial will be why you chose that program. Let's say you're coming to do a postgraduate program in supply chain, international business, health system management, any program at all. Why are you choosing that program? So this is more like your purpose. This is where they say purpose. You know, when people are refused for purpose of this is why. So this is what is going to tell them your real purpose of coming to their country. So if per se you are somebody that has not gone to school for like 10 years, you have a gap in your education, the last time you went to school was like 2006, 2010, and you feel as if this time you need to go back to school because whatever was taught in those times is different now. Now there's AI, there's social media marketing, there are a lot of things that weren't taught before that are changing. There are new trends and patterns that crop up this time around. Sorry for the background, my roommate is making so much noise. That have changed now, and you want to go back to school to like equip yourself with a new methodology. So that can be a reason why you want to go back to, or you have a business and you are running your business, but you feel as if there's some managerial things that you want to do yourself, but you don't have the formal education. So you want to go back to school, get the formal education, and get the training. And getting the training abroad, you know the quality of education, how hands-on it is. So it's also one reason why you want to come to school, or you have finished your program, you want higher education, or you want that job, maybe the promotion, you need a higher certification to get that promotion. So all these things can actually influence why you want to come to Canada. Like, it depends on your situation and how you can coin this to fit your statement of purpose. The next thing is why Canada? Why won't you choose US? Why won't you choose the United Kingdom? Why won't you choose Australia, New Zealand, all these developed countries, but you are choosing Canada? Why do you want to come to Canada? I don't want you to talk, and I want to just say this should not be in like an order. I'm not saying it's in an order, but I think that you just look at the hierarchy of what you're talking about. So I'll actually talk about why I want to go to the school before I'll talk about Canada. But let me just talk about why do I want Canada. Why do you want Canada? You shouldn't come and say Canada is beautiful, Canada is safe, Canada's security is this, Canada is the number one. No, you're not coming for tourism or come to see the beauty. You're coming to acquire knowledge. So I think this should be tailored around the academic value Canada can give you in your industry. What is the state of your industry in Canada? What can you tap out of that your industry in the Canadian version of your industry? Say if you're in healthcare, I always use healthcare as an example because I'm biased. That's what I am. So if, let's say, I'm like a healthcare practitioner or an administrator or a policymaker in Ghana, where I'm from, and I want to come to Canada to study, and I'm studying something like healthcare administration, healthcare management, or something in that sort, I'm going to talk about, okay, Canada has free healthcare. How do they put these policies in place for it to work? How does it work in this country? So coming to school here, obviously, I'm going to be taught by industry players. My faculty members are people that are already in the industry. So they'll be able to tell me the procedure, the system, what makes the system work here. And I can now take that knowledge and transfer it back to my country and make us have that free education. Free healthcare, sorry. So something like that could be a reason why you want to come to Canada. So you can say Canada is safe, but that should be like 3 sentences, not even 3 sentences, just a sentence to just back up that paragraph. But you shouldn't talk about Canada is beautiful, Canada is the number one index. All those things don't matter. It's cliche. Everyone else is writing it. Be stand out and be unique. So now they say why the school? Why didn't you go to, maybe you are going to Conestoga College? Why didn't you go to Fanshawe College? Why didn't you go to Lambton College? Why didn't you go to University of Toronto? Why didn't you go to University of Saskatchewan? These are the reasons why you should, like, this is where you talk about the reasons why you chose that particular school. So sometimes some schools, I know the schools are like number one in probably research, number one in maybe finance, it's like how Ghana too is. Like you have University of Ghana, University of Kwame Nkrumah, University of Science and Technology. All of them have their forte where they have, like, they are known for. It's the same thing. So you can say, okay, this school is known for something in my background that I think I can penetrate and acquire more knowledge from, more than this other school. Because this other school, their forte is not like maybe if you're in business, maybe their business school is not like more regarded or respected as compared to the school you are going to. You can also talk about, you can go to the school's website. The school sells itself to its customers. We are the customers. International students are the customers of these schools. So they sell themselves. You can go to about the school, read about it, what they are good in, what they are known for. All these things can be pulled out to be placed on your statement of purpose, to make it enrich and to show and to be more like specific and streamlined to what you want to gain in the future after investing all this money. The most important component as well, aside your purpose, it will be your proof of funds. Proof of funds, not do you have the money? Prove that you have the money. Prove where the money is coming from. That is one of the most important things in your statement of purpose. You have to prove where the money is coming from. If the money is coming from your account, how did you accumulate that money? Is it from your salary? If your salary is like, maybe in Ghana, if your salary is like 2,000, 2,005, and after 3 years, you can't be having like 100 billion. So you have to show, okay, aside my salary, I also get money from my side business. Maybe I have a restaurant, I have a hotel that I do alongside my salary, and this is the money we get from the hotel. You can show your business certificate, your tax, pictures of your business, your shops, to show that, okay, aside my salary, I get money from these other things. Or if it's just your business, show that, oh, I get money from this, that. Whoever is sponsoring, if it's your husband, your father, your uncle, your sister, wherever the money in the statement is coming from should be shown. The source is more important than, even if you have $10 billion in your account and you can't show the source, is literally 0% in their eyes. So please show the source of your income. That is the most important thing. That is the most important thing, because the family feel as if you're just throwing money and just to show them, and after you're going to take it out. So to show that, oh, really, truly, I do have this money and it's coming from this place, it's going to sustain me whilst I'm in Canada, you have to show the source. Another thing I'll talk about is you can have a fund summary, like a tabular thing. You know, when something is in a table, like in a table, it's more visualized. Like it's more visualized as compared to it being in text. So when it's in the table, you can easily visualize it and go straight to the point. So you can write source of fund from my accounts, my business accounts, my money, expected salary I have during my time in Canada, and all those kind of things can actually help show them the amount of money. So if you say, okay, money from my business account, you show the amount, you show the Canadian equivalent. So you know, okay, if it's this 100,000 of cedis, this is the Canadian equivalent, and it's actually good enough to sustain me in Canada. So I think if you have enough money and you can show the fund, I think your proof of fund is good as new and good as excellent and good and just good. And I think the next thing I'm going to talk about is your tithes, your home tithes. What is pulling you back home? Like your pull factor. What is pushing you? Like when you come to Canada, what is going to take you back home? You understand? Like, you know, if you don't have anything to take you back home, obviously they'll feel like you're going to stay in the country. So what do you have that is going to take you back home when you're done with your program? So the number one thing I'll talk about, it will be, you know, tithes is actually divided into three sections. We have the financial family tithes. Sorry if I made some few mistakes. I'm coming from my head. I didn't write anything down. So we have the family tithes. We have the social ties and economic ties. So with family ties, we are talking about your close-knit family. If you're a nuclear family, if you're married, probably your husband, wife, kids, or your kids, wife, husband, however you want to be, however it's gonna be, your close family, like your mom, your dad, your siblings. That is what we call the family tie. You have to show them how close-knit you are. You are so in love with them. You can't leave them and go to another country. You miss them so much while you are studying. So after studying, you are going back home. So with the social ties, it's more of like, are you in a church? Are you in a group? Are you in a Rotary club? It's a club. What club are you in? Like, are you in a church group? Are you in a band? Are you in a choir? If you're a Muslim, in the mosque, are you part of the youth? Are you an organizer of the youth committee? Are you a president? You know, all these kind of things, you know. So if you're in those groups, you have something that you have a position that you hold, and you definitely want to go back and continue being that person that you are, and even be a better person because you are more knowledgeable now. Then with economic ties, this is what's like your financial backing that you are leaving, that you definitely have to come back. But everybody loves money. You can't have a plot of land that you're going to forget and say you're going to Canada. So all these things are the things that you should put in your visa. Like if you have a land, if you have a car, if you have, like, if you are in working and you have a steady leave, show them that, oh, I have a steady. Let your boss write a letter that, oh, this guy is going to when he comes back, you have a senior position waiting for him. Those kind of things, tell them that, oh, when you go back and come back, like, life is gonna be better in your home country, so there's no need to stay in Canada. You get? So these are the pull factors. These are the things that are going to influence your comeback or are tying you back to your home country. That's why it's home ties. So after that, the last thing I would like you to add is your career goals. That is a very important part of the visa. Why? So at the end of the day, when you spend all these thousands of dollars in Canada, what's the use? So you have like an investment. It's like you are paying something and you're going to reap it. You are sowing something, you're going to reap it. So in the future, if maybe you are in the business and you have a business and maybe you are selling clothes, you are in fashion or anything, maybe you sell clothes, you have a boutique and you want to run your business very well, and you go to Canada, you learn how they do like business financing, business marketing. In the future, you want to have a factory to make your own clothes. You don't want to be importing. You want to have a factory, create jobs for people. You want to have a factory that can be run smoothly. So with your business background that you have acquired, your business knowledge you have acquired in Canada, you'll be able to achieve this. And you can also say that maybe you want to have good administrative background. When you come, you want to be part of the policy makers, you want to grow in the ministry. Maybe you're working in the ministry already, you want to now become a chief director, move on to become a minister. In the near future, you can become a president. You want to build a hospital, you want to, like, administrative can go everywhere. So if you're in supply chain, logistics, all these things, let's find things that, you know, like big plans that you want to do when you get your, like, when you actually finish your program, you become more certified, you become more, like, you gain more qualifications. What is going to help you do in the future? I think these kind of things should be put in your study permit to enable them understand why you are putting so much money in whatever you are doing. And I think with that, they'll know that, okay, I understand why she's putting in that money. There are a lot of things she's going to gain at the end of the day, or he's going to gain at the end of the day. So I think with all these 4 points, like knowing who you are, why the program, why the school, the proof of funds, Canada, why Canada, your home tide. If you have travel history too, you can actually add the travel history to show them that, okay, I went to this country, I didn't break their rules. After my stay, I came back at the right time. So that's what I'm going to do in Canada. And all this will show them that, okay, well, this person is actually a credible person. He's eligible, he has the finances, he knows where he's going, he has a good purpose. And I think the visa will be yours. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, please put it in the comment section. And also, you can follow this, you can subscribe, right? Subscribe, like, share with everybody that you think will be like this video will be useful to. And let me know in the comments, where are you planning on coming to Canada to study? Where are you in your journey? Are you in a blog space? Do you need help? Like, do you want us to talk about it? Send me a message. I'm going to leave my socials. I don't know if it's going to be on the screen or it's going to be in the description box, but wherever, I'm definitely going to leave my socials somewhere around that you can reach out to me, or have a conversation. We can talk. If I see your comments and you want us to talk, I'll reach out to you. We can have a conversation over the phone or through emails. I don't mind. When I have time, I'm definitely going to help. We need to help ourselves so that we'll create a family here. So thank you for watching to this point. I love you so much, even though I don't know you, but I love you. And all the best in your journey. And if you're in Canada already, Canada is favoring you, whether you like it or not. You know the hassle is real, but love you guys. Bye.